teaching secondary students with Cambridge. The next session from me, and we will talk about some challenges in teaching teens. I will tell you about Herbert Buchter's 6 insights in teaching teens, and also some of my interpretations of his ideas. Cambridge materials for teens that include these insights, some quiz results, because we had a quiz on our Facebook page a month ago, and the results are here finally. And also we will have a little Q&A session, so if you have questions, please type them in a chat. And if you have questions to me or Dasha, we will happily answer those questions at the end of the webinar. And again, I'm starting with a survey. I will ask you to either scan the code or go to slido.com and enter the code you can see on the screen to answer these this question. Or it's better to say to complete the task, right? Okay. Wow. It's like not a word cloud, but the word sky. So many words. So we have in the center active, smart, curious, creative. Then we have motivated, clever, brave, hardworking. Oosh. So mainly it's curious, active, smart. Okay, what else is there? Hardworking, inquisitive, healthy. Oh, nice. Honest, positive content. Okay, great. Thank you very much for that. I think this is enough. So we have our winners, which is active, smart, motivated, curious, creative. Yep. This is interesting. Thank you for answering. I think it's interesting for you as well, how other teachers see a perfect teenage student. But if we look at the challenges, we often have an image of a student that doesn't align with the reality. Yeah, it is impossible that everybody is active, everybody is motivated, curious, smart, even though we want it. Yeah, because this is not this is not what some of the teenagers are. This is what we want them to be, right? So we describe our ideal perfect student that doesn't exist in reality, but it's in the reality of ideas, like Plato would say. But the point is, yeah, that our image and reality doesn't always work together. And we often expect teenagers to behave as if they already have life skills. And we need to remember that the brain of teenagers works differently. I was talking about cognitive control functions previously, but if we talk about teenagers, they also have this need to develop their cognitive control functions, especially inhibitory control, how they react to different stressful situations or happy situations, and how they treat each other. And so we need to remember that it's also it's not just their free will, but also the chemical and biological processes that are happening in their minds, in their brains, not in their minds. And our task is to support them on their way of forming this mindfulness, and we cannot expect them to be perfect at once. Yeah. So we can help them to move to curiosity, help them to move to being motivated, to being brave, hardworking, and smart, but we cannot expect that they already come like that to our classroom. And yeah, it's good to have high expectations from yourself, right? From your work, from how your lessons influence the students. But we cannot expect our students to hit our goals whenever we want it. And it's important to remember that they are separate human beings who come with their separate experiences and see see this world much more critically than we do, because they didn't create this world. Okay, so Herbert Buchta's insights. There are 6 of those. I believe there are much more, but he shared 6 of those. And you can actually find the full description on World of Better Learning blog, where he wrote this article. Look beyond language and ELT methodology. Establish a learning body system. Enthuse students in their learning and show how it is important for their future lives. Occasionally inject some light-hearted fun into the lessons. Be understanding and supportive, yet firm and fair. Support them on their way towards becoming responsible adults. So these are the main insights from Herbert Buchta, and we will look closer to each of those. To understand this one, I will ask you to watch a little bit of the video, and the task while you're watching this video, type in the chat what emotions and what physical sensations you notice here in this video. Ready, steady, go. Okay, we'll stop here. Thank you. Oh my God, you've written so much. I didn't even think about half of those adjectives. I would also add magnetism here. Yes, physical sensation. But yeah, thank you. Thank you. This is great. Everything you've written is great. And thank you for all the emojis. So how does this little task explains what we mean? Look beyond the language and ELT methodology. What I did, I took a silent movie made in 1920 by a genius actor and director, Buster Keaton. I believe you all know him. If you don't, please go on YouTube and watch more. He makes all his stunts on his own, and these are really great things to show your students. Maybe at some point, your maybe upper secondary students who might find this primitive, but still it's funny, and still the humor here is so well done that it's understandable without any word. And what Herbert Buchter says about it, that the main things that are happening in the classroom are not happening with the language. They are happening between people, right? So the main things that are happening in our classroom with students are the same as here. It's emotions and it's physical sensations. And so we need to pair our students, to make teams, and to help them notice what they feel, how they feel, and what they think in each situation. Really important thing here. And also it's really cool how many emotions you know. And for students, it would be interesting to learn more emotions if it's talking about themselves or watching other people having these emotions and things like that. Okay. The next one is establish a learning body system. Learning on your own was something that we all did at schools. I don't know, maybe it was different for you guys, but I was mostly learning on my own, doing homeworks on my own, working individually in the classroom, and then presenting something in front of everyone. But otherwise, the whole process is all on your own. What Herbert Buchter suggests is learning together. Like it can be done both online and offline, because in real world, when we work, we don't usually work alone, right? Even if I'm a freelance artist, I need a team for promotion. I need to have an accountant. I need to have an SMM manager and the whole team of people who will help me to do that. Or if I'm a movie star, there is a whole team behind this, and we need to be able to work together. So the same with learning. We need to learn to teach students learn together, help each other, but of course for the exams they can prepare together, but they need to understand that in the end their knowledge is their own knowledge, but it can be gained together with other students. And that's the value of it, because it has much more physical and emotional response. And yeah, this is one of the ideas here. The Quizlet, this is a website students can use to create flashcards together and to use them to check each other, to learn words together and to post it all there. And yeah, learning buddy system, it's like having a learning friend assigned by teacher or chosen or somehow mingled in the classroom. But make sure that your students get used to this idea that any work that is done can be done together, and then it has much more value in the end. And yeah, this is like dancing. You can always dance alone, but if you dance alone, there is no music because there is no one for you to play the music. There is no light, yeah, because there won't be anyone to put on the lights for you or change the lights for you while the dancing. And when it's dancing with a partner, it's much more interesting to watch, and the outcomes are much more fun than just dancing alone without music. Yeah, so everything that is done is always done in a team, and learning process is not an exclusion. Infuse students in their learning and show how it is important for their future lives. Does anyone recognize this event, by the way? Or at least who is this person in front of us? I will give you a hint. This is a Cambridge author and speaker who used to come to Kyiv several times.
I recognize the back.
I think there is a little delay. So while I'm asking questions, people are answering the previous. Prepare author. Well, I would... No, this is not Dasha. And I'm not sure about prepare author. Maybe prepare product champion. So this person teaches teachers how to teach with prepare. No, this is not pastor. But might look like that. No. Okay, I will tell her first name. This is Olha. Maybe someone knows. Maybe someone remembers some Cambridge days with a lady named Olha. Yeah. Svetlana, yeah, very close. So this is Olha Madilus, one of our Cambridge speakers, and this is the event of, I think, 2017. This is Cambridge Day that we held in the Ukrainian House, one of the greatest events. But why I'm showing you Olha Madilus? This is one of the teachers and teacher trainers who can really make you feel enthusiastic about any activity, any learning material, any word. And how does she do it? She is just enthusiastic herself, to the extent that I don't know. You see, she raises her hand and everybody raises hands. Of course, it might look like a pastor, someone or a priest, but no, it's not. It's about being on the same page with everyone. Living through the lesson or through the training session in the same rhythm. And this is the mystery of it. Yeah, you don't have to do all the charismatic things to make your students motivated. You just need to feel the rhythm of their life. And makes this rhythm of yourself and their rhythm synchronize. How to do it? It's a different question. And Herbert Puchta shows you how to do it. So first of all, you need to show passion for your subject, yourself. Use books, songs, images, realia, and anecdotes to make your enthusiasm tangible. For example, I showed you one of my favorite actors and film directors, Buster Keaton, and you are free to use it with your students or just for fun. And I'm super enthusiastic about it. I can make hundreds of tasks out of this little video. And when you show this encouragement in yourself to your students, they might get contagious with English as you are. Now, you can exaggerate things a bit. This is what Herbert Puchta says. Nobody has ever complained about their teacher being too passionate. And what Herbert Puchta says, oh, I love this word, writing a new word on a board. Then I repeat it as if tasting something scrumptious and suggests that they can do it with him. I mean, students. And of course, some of the teens would look at you like you're a strange person, or say you love every word. And yeah, I love every word of English. That's the fact. Also, Herbert Puchta says that he tends to highlight something important, saying that, okay, this is important moment. Understanding this is important for your future lives. Not many adults understand this. Yeah, and this is a little bit of sharing secret information with your students. So intriguing your students and being passionate yourself is actually the main motivation. Using fun at the lessons. Dasha, prepare, because I'm making fun of us here. So first, you can tell jokes. We, of course, understand that not every person is a comedian. I'm not a comedian. Dasha is not a comedian, but we all have a sense of humor. And this is actually what I mean by rhythm. Being on the same page is laughing at the same things. And we need to encourage students to tell jokes, to understand how they think, what is the way of their thinking, what makes them laugh, and what makes them feel that something is fun. We can do funny things on our own. For example, this is Dasha and me having fun at the same event I was showing you, Olha Madillas. And yeah, we are just smiling for the photo and most probably telling each other some jokes. But we look serious, right? We have serious outfits. And if you are the teacher who always looks serious, you can sometimes do something that is fun for your students and that will surprise them. For example, wear a t-shirt, something English teaching connected.
I like this style, Tanya. That's next conference I'm wearing this way.
Thank you. Or you can wear some strange glasses that is not something you wear every day. And this grabs your students' attention, and it might even spark their interest if you wear something mysterious, like, okay, who's that guy on your t-shirt? And actually, this is my favorite playwright. I staged 5 performances of this playwright. This is Harold Pinter, and I'm a big fan because his English language in his literature is the best poetry after Shakespeare. Really, you should check out Harold Pinter. And see, I'm wearing his t-shirt. So this is something you can use with your students. You can have a picture of, I don't know, computer game, which has some proper English language in it, and it's not translated into any other language. Or you can wear some singer whose songs you think respond to your grammar topic, whatever. Yeah, it's up to you, but doing something that is not common is really helpful sometimes for the students to understand you better and to feel that you're a real person. If students don't laugh, still, there is always way for self-irony, like, aren't I brilliant at telling jokes? Normally, everybody rolls on the floor when I tell one. Yeah, and if you use self-irony, this also helps students connect with you. Be understanding and supportive, yet firm and fair, says Herbert Buchter. For example, we often have the smartphone problems. What I have with my students I'm doing, I teach acting in English, which is very similar to teaching English language, but teaching English acting. We just don't have desks, and we write a little bit less, and we don't prepare for exams because we prepare for the show, but we read a lot and so on. Anyways, I have this rule for smartphones. We have a 3-hour lesson, and there is an aquarium where you have to put your phone. There is no water, there is no fish. It's just a box or a basket or a glass box, whatever, but we call it aquarium because this is the silence mode. You put your phone in the silent mode or flight mode, and you put it away. You don't have it with you. There is also time limit for using your phones during the lessons. For example, you need to make a research, to film something, record your voice, record your partner's voice, text each other. Yeah, I also do that when we need to create a dialogue, for example, but we need to really create a dialogue, not to write it in the paper, in the notebook, because sometimes it's not very much real life. But I ask students to text, and then we see this dialogue from the real text messaging. Then using online dictionaries, or of course Cambridge One tasks, especially if it's the tool Collaboration Plus in the Think course, and I will talk about it a little bit later. So you shouldn't, phones shouldn't be forbidden for use in the ELT classroom, but there should be time limit, and you can even have I don't know, text messaging break or Instagram break in the middle of your lesson if there is a need in your students, and if it helps your lesson, of course. Yeah, everything should help your lesson. So if they have a need to check, I don't know, something, there is always a break in between the lessons. We have a break in the middle of our session, so that's their time for the phones. Otherwise, when we're working, it's away, unless there is a need. Another one, support them on their way to become responsible adults. For example, use what if exercises. For example, here, engage learners in this kind of thinking, like somebody has to water flowers regularly. What if they forget? And this can be a part of classroom, how we call it, chores. The flowers will die quickly if you don't water them. Yeah, what if they forget? The flowers will die quickly. Okay, what if they die quickly? And you can continue this conversation and model the future of the flowers, or you can go in a more humorous way, like, what if animals could talk? Which one would be the rudest? Which one would be the funniest? You can tell stories. What would have happened if kind of stories. And this is, again, modeling situations and understanding, where am I in this situation? What can I model? What can I do in different situations as a responsible person? And yeah, students can share these stories at the end. So, which idea do you think you will use at your lessons? From what you remembered, you can talk about both the first hour of our webinar or the second hour. Or if you want to use some of the books, you can type that too. The procedure is the same. You either scan the code or go to slido.com and join by this password you can see on the screen. Nice. Enthusiasm, yay. Okay, trying out Kids Box. Body system, yes, this is a great system. You see, everybody likes jokes. We don't have to be serious all the time. Someone looked up for Harold Pinter. Great. He's got a wonderful Nobel Prize speech, which you can watch on YouTube. And the thoughts he's sharing there are just amazing about politics, about literature, about culture. It's really great. He's actually the only owner of Nobel Prize among playwrights. Even Shakespeare didn't have it because there was no Nobel Prize. Anyways, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Those who want to work with Kids Box, please contact me. Well, actually, you can type that in a commentary in the feedback form, and I will see you there and contact you by your number that you will leave. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. We're moving on. So since we were talking about secondary students, we have Prepare, and I guess you are bored with me talking. So I will show you a short video after I will let you know this. Publishing.linguist.ua. This is the website where you can see all the resources, look at the samples, download all the additional materials like audios, videos, and worksheets. Also, you will find information about Prepare around the world, Prepare grammar, and Prepare tests. And these are the materials for a new Ukrainian school standards book, Prepare for the 5th grade and Prepare for the 6th grade. And this is the book we are all waiting for the new school year in our school libraries, because it's the winner of state competition among the books. And if you are interested in linguist products, Prepare linguist products, you can go to Publishing Linguist UA and see what else is there. And I will show you the video.
Tanya, the audio is not available here.
Okay, did I get it right? You didn't hear anything?
Yeah, the sound was breaking.
Well, there was quite an annoying music, so maybe you're lucky. Nobody was talking on this video. There is this, annoying music like ding, 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 and that's all. So you didn't miss much, and I hope you saw what was interesting for you regarding Prepare Ukrainian Edition series by the Linguist Company and Cambridge University Press together. And there are books for the 5th, for the 6th grade, but also for the 10th and 11th grade that prepare you students for the exams perfectly, but also the idea is general English, life competencies, cognitive control functions, and of course everything you want from the book. And this is what we were told while piloting, that it's really great book, and it's quite understandable and very simple for students to use. Yeah. Another one is Think, together with Prepare Second Edition, which is the Cambridge Original Edition, and you can check it out as well. The methodology is the same, but much more digital resources, some changes. We made some changes into Prepare. And also there is Think, second edition, which is among all the secondary books, this is my favorite, really. Like, it's super colorful. There are so many videos. The videos are great. There are these funny grammar raps that I was watching, and I don't know, your students might think of some of those that as you know, this word cringe. But they are so cool, these grammar raps. Check them out on Cambridge One. They're like, what? But it's funny, and it's easy to remember because they are catchy. Like, you know, those catchy, strange songs that you keep singing, even though they are not the, I don't know, the masterpieces. Yeah, so Think. There are six levels of Think. And you can see starter level, then we go from A2 to C1 through B1 plus level, and all of them have a lot of digital support. The main components are students' book with the access to a digital ebook and students' resources, workbook with the access to digital practice extra, test and train, and audio, video, and all other resources students need for their homework, and teacher's book with the digital teacher's pack. Over 30 new videos, including documentaries, vlogs, and grammar raps I was mentioning. This is what the grammar rap video looks like. And it's, I won't show you the video because I really recommend going and watching it yourself on Cambridge One demo version. Now, Cambridge Life competencies are updated. I mean, the sections with competencies are updated. A lot of texts are updated according to what's relevant for teenagers these days. Some of the topics are the same as what were in the first edition because they were cool. And there is updated exam content because exams were changed in 2020, and so there are new there is new content and new design for exam folders, and loads of digital components like, you can see Presentation Plus with all the tools that are needed for a perfect online lesson. Teachers resource pack with different worksheets, videos, writing templates, speaking cards, and so on and so forth. Test generator, so you don't have to create any tasks yourself. You don't really have to go browse the internet to find some resources, because there's enough, and even more than enough, for Think on Cambridge One Teachers Digital Pack. And Collaboration Plus, another cool tool for students collaboration. This is for projects where they can set, view, support, and grade. Teachers can set, view, and support and grade the work that students are doing. And students can work on some project together in this system, even they're online, but still it's together. And yeah, Practice Extra can be used on the tablet, on the phone, or on the laptop. They are all the devices friendly. Yeah, more life competencies tasks with projects, culture tasks, also with communication and projects. And look at this teacher's book. It's like, the design is amazing, and it's super comfortable to use it, with all the objectives, resources for each particular unit, different tips for teachers, homework, and all of it is in a very comfortable infographic, and it's colorful and includes all the pages from the book. Okay, this is it from me about the books. And now we have our quiz results. We were using random.org. We had 48 replies to this quiz that was held on our Facebook page. And these are the winners. The five winners. We will contact you as you were commenting from your Facebook page. We will contact you from the Cambridge English Ukraine page in Facebook and ask you for the information, so you specify which of these books you would like to receive as the award. We have prepare grammar, prepare tests, and prepare around the world. Okay. So I will remind you about a selfie and tag our page. If you can do it, and if you wish, we will be happy to see you watching this conference and being happy about us talking. Follow us on Facebook. We have different competitions and different quizzes and funny tasks. For example, the new section, methodology check. You can answer those questions, and then you will receive information about this topic, where you can read more and download some resources on this topic. You will be updated in terms of all the news that we have in Linguist and Cambridge University Press. There are different articles. We are making these articles to support teachers who work in Ukrainian school, but also with Cambridge materials. And those are the articles that might be interesting for you as well. And I will remind you that the certificates are generated by me, so it takes time, and you will receive the thank you letter in a week after this conference. In this thank you letter, you will see the feedback form, After filling out the feedback form, you will have access to the certificate folder with your certificate. So you will need just to find your name and download the certificate. And also there will be a separate program of this conference. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions, we will be happy to answer. We are still here for like, even 10 minutes. Okay, I wasn't checking out the chat very much. So if you had questions, oh no, so many thank yous and I'm losing the questions. The yearly plan for Supermind second edition. Yes, you will find it on Publishing Linguist website. Okay, thank you. From what age do we use Think? Cambridge recommends using Think starting from like 11, 12 years. But we understand that many teachers want to start from the 5th grade with Think starter level. And this is possible, but you need to look through the topics, whether your students feel comfortable with the topics that Think suggests. Because some of the students after primary school might still be in the mood for cartoons and some fun activities, because this content in Think is a little bit more adult. It's okay for lower secondary, but you need to check the content itself. It's for teenagers, but requires a little bit more mindfulness than, for example, Prepare. Teacher's book for Prepare 6. It's on on Publishing Linguist UA website. There will be a full flipping book, and I think it's already there. Pilot project. If you have questions about pilot project and you are not in a Viber chat for pilot teachers, please text me and or email me, and I will add you to this chat. Can you establish a book of super simple fun activities in the basement of school during alerts? Yeah. There is such a book. I lost it. Give me a second. Yeah, games for English language learning. Most of them require zero preparation. If you're interested, you can find, there are also games or 5-minute activities, handbooks for young learners, for very young learners, for teenagers, and most of them require zero preparation. You can find it on Linguist UA website. You will have the link in your thank you letter. Oh, and by the way, we have series. If you go on our Facebook page and look through the videos, we had series of videos called Teaching at Challenging Times that we held as Facebook Lives, I think in March and in April last year. We were working from the basement as well, and we were talking to teachers who used to work in hotspots all over the world and develop different activities like that. How to get teachers digital pack for Think second edition? Do I have to buy a new teacher's book with codes for all levels? If you work with the students' books of the second edition, and your students have the second edition books, it's possible to get codes, but this is a special offer for Cambridge partners. And for more information, you can contact us. But if it's just digital pack, then you need to buy a teacher's book to have access to all the digital resources through the code in the teacher's book. Natalia Zhuravok, yes. Oh, Darina, thank you. Thank you. This is a great book. I will copy that too. Sometimes need it and then I lose it all the time. Okay, if there are no more questions, we can finish. Darina, are you still there?
I am. I'm reading the comments.
Yeah, this is so great to read these comments. But I guess if there are no more questions, it's time for us to say goodbye.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. It's been a pleasure, and thank you, Tanya, for arranging. It's been amazing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and we wish you a successful and happy and calm start of the new school year. And we hope we inspired you a little bit with our back to school conference.
Yeah. See you in a while, I think.
Yep, for sure.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everyone. Have a good day. Bye.